Joe, ti ricordi anche qualche playground che magari vi trovavate a giocare, o non so se è Racker o un altro playground?
One thing I remember when I attended Power Memorial Academy, which is on 61st Street and Columbus Avenue, is that the famous film West Side Story was made right next to our high school. Flashback. It's a little bit different today because I'm not quite sure how many more players practice or play or grow up in the playgrounds. In my time, it was all playgrounds. I don't know. I played at Rutgers as a player against some of the greatest players of that time. Julius Erving, we can go on and on and on. Will Chamberlain, we can go on and on and on. Kareem, we can go on and on. Rutgers, as I said, played, coached, and won also Rutgers as a coach. Okay, so those things you can't forget. You can't forget the public, the enthusiasm, the shouting, the yelling, and the spectacular type of basketball one saw when one went to Rutgers or as a player or possibly part of the public. The other park that I grew up with and we practiced mostly was the one at Greenwich Village, West 4th Street. Okay, players like Bill Bradley came down and played. Mike Reardon came down and played. I'm not quite sure how many pros came down and played Saturday and Sunday on that small park. Then there was another park in Bayside at night. Most of the Knicks and myself also practiced every night. We all played against each other every night with Fraser, Earl Monroe, Mike Reardon. We can go on and on and on. Power Memorial was a great part of my life experience as a ball player and as a coach, because I learned from various coaches at that particular point how to do certain things. Forgot to mention that Jack Dunning started the first summer camp at Saugerties, New York, where they played the first festival at Saugerties, New York. I'm not quite sure how many years ago, but that's where Kareem and the other ball players from Power Memorial during the summertime stayed at least 4 or 5 weeks and played together and practiced together. So those are times that you don't forget. And in those time periods, Dean Smith, Bobby Knight, okay, Rick Pitino, some of the, Hubie Brown, some of the greatest coaches in that time period, and also in raw basketball existed, came, taught, watched, and recruited. So you can't forget things like that. And I'm happy to say that I'm alumnus of Power Memorial.